Welcome to this intermediate asana class. Let's do an opening mantra. Om Kāyena Vācā Manasendriyairvā Buddhyātmanā Prakṛteḥ svabhāvāt Karomi yadyat sakalaṃ parasmai Nārāyaṇāyeti samarpayāmi. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Let's begin. Samastitihi. Ekam inhale, hands up, palms touch. Due exhale, hands to the mat, bow the head to the knees. Trini inhale, look forward. Step or jump back. Exhale, chaturanga. Pancha, inhale, up dog. Shat, exhale, downward facing dog. As you move into this first downward facing dog, spread your fingers, gaze toward your navel, ground your heels and toes, and on your exhales, draw your navel in toward your spine, massaging those internal organs. Lift the kneecaps and start to create that deep breathing with sound in and out through the nose. When you finish your next exhale, look forward, jump or step to the top of your mat, feet together. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold in. Inhale, rise up, palms touch, look at your thumbs. Exhale, hands to the side, samastitihi. Ekam inhale, hands up, palms touch. Due exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat, bow your head to your knees. Trini inhale, look forward. Step or jump back. Chatvare exhale, lower, chaturanga. Pancha inhale, up dog. Shat exhale, downward facing dog. Spread your feet hip width. Gaze toward your navel. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. As you finish your next exhale, look forward, jump or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow your head to your knees. Inhale, rise up, palms together, look at your thumbs. Exhale, arms down, samastitihi. Ekam inhale, hands up, palms touch. Due exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat, head to the knees. Trini inhale, look forward. Jump or step back, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breathing with sound. Chin towards the chest, gaze to the navel for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. And 5. Finish the exhale, look forward, jump or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, sapta. Exhale, fold forward, ashtau. Inhale, rise up, palms together, look at the thumbs, nava. Exhale, samastitihi. Ekam inhale, hands up, palms touch. Little back bend. Due exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat, head to the knees. Trini inhale, look forward. Jump or step back, exhale, chaturanga. Pancha, inhale, up dog. Shat, Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. As you finish your 5th exhale, look forward, jump or step to the top of your mat, feet together. Inhale, lengthen, sapta. Exhale, fold in, ashtau. Inhale, rise up, palms together, look at the thumbs, nava. Exhale, samastitihi. Ekam, inhale, hands up, palms touch. Dua, exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat, bow your head to your knees. Trini, inhale, lengthen, look forward. Jump or step back, Shatware, exhale, lower, chaturanga. Pancha, inhale, up dog. Shat, exhale, downward facing dog. Spread the fingers, press down through your index fingers. Ground your heels and toes, breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. As you finish that 5th exhale, look forward, jump or step to the top of your mat, feet together. Inhale to lengthen, sapta. Exhale, fold forward, ashtau. Inhale, rise up, palms together, look at the thumbs, nava. Exhale, arms down, back to samastitihi. Surya Namaskar B. Bend your knees. Ekam, inhale, hands up, palms touch. Dua, exhale, fold forward, head to the knees. Trini, inhale, look forward. Plant the hands, jump or step back. Exhale, chaturanga. Pancha, inhale, upward facing dog. Shat, exhale to downward facing dog. Sapta, step your right foot forward, pivot your left. Inhale, hands up, Virabhadrasana. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, up dog, nava. Exhaling to down dog, dasha. Ekadasha, step your left foot forward, pivot your right. Inhaling, arms up, palms together, look at your thumbs. Exhaling, fold forward, plant the hands, step back, chaturanga. Inhaling, up dog, trayodasha. Exhaling, downward facing dog, chaturtasha. Spread the fingers, gaze to the navel. 5 slow, deep breaths, breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. And 5. Inhale, look forward. Jump or step to the top of your mat, lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Bend the knees. Inhaling, arms up, Utkatasana, look at the thumbs. Exhale, straight legs, arms down, samastitihi. Again, bend the knees. Ekam, inhale, hands up, palms touch. Dua, exhale, fold forward, head to the knees, straight legs. Trini, inhale, lengthen, look forward, plant the hands. Chatvare, exhale, chaturanga. Pancha, inhale, up dog. Shat, exhale, down dog. Sapta, right foot forward, pivot the left, inhale, hands up. Ashtau, exhale, chaturanga. Nava, up dog, inhale. Dasha, down dog, exhale. Ekadasha, left foot forward, pivot the right, inhale, hands up, palms touch. Exhale, Dvadasha, chaturanga. Trayodasha, inhale. Chaturtasha, exhale. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. And 5. Look forward, bend the knees, jump or step to the top of your mat. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold in. Bend the knees. Inhale, reach up, palms touch, look at the thumbs. Exhale, samastitihi. Again, bend the knees. Ekam, inhale, hands up, palms touch. Due, exhale, fold forward. Trini, inhale, look forward. Jump or step back. Jatware, exhale, chaturanga. Pancha, inhale, up dog. Shat, exhale, downward facing dog. Sapta, right foot forward, pivot the left. Inhale, hands up, palms touch. Ashtau, exhale, leg back, lower, chaturanga. Nava, inhale. Dasha, exhale. Ekadasha, left foot forward, pivot the right. Inhale, Virabhadrasana. Dwadasha, exhale, chaturanga. Trayodasha, up dog, inhale. Chaturtasha, down dog, exhale. Deep breathing with sound for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Look forward, jump or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, Panchadasha, lengthen. Exhale, Shodasha, fold in, bend the knees. Inhale, hands up, Utkatasana. Exhale, Samastitihi. Bend the knees again. Inhale, Ekam, hands up. Due, exhale, fold. Trini, inhale, lengthen. Chatvare, exhale, chaturanga. Pancha, inhale. Shat, exhale. Sapta, right foot forward, pivot the left, inhale. Ashtau, exhale, chaturanga. Nava, inhale. Dasha, exhale. Ekadasha, inhale. Dwadasha, exhale. Trayodasha, inhale. Chaturtasha, exhale. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Look forward, bend the knees, jump or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen, Panchadasha. Exhale, fold forward, Shodasha. Bend the knees, inhaling, hands up, look at your thumbs, Saptadasha. Exhaling, Samastitihi. Again, bend the knees, Ekam, inhale. Due, exhale. Trini, inhale. Chatvare, exhale. Pancha, inhale. Shat, exhale. Sapta, inhale. Ashtau, exhale. Nava, inhale. Dasha, exhale. Ekadasha, inhale. Duadasha, exhale. Trayodasha, inhale. Chaturtasha, exhale. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Look forward, bend the knees, jump or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, Panchadasha. Exhale, fold Shodasha. Bend the knees, inhale, Utkatasana. Saptadasha. Exhale, Samastitihi. Jump or step your feet hip width apart. Bring your hands to your waist. Inhale, look up. And exhale with a flat back, fold forward. Grab your big toes with your peace fingers, index and middle. Inhale to lengthen, look forward. Exhale, fold in. This is Padangustasana, thumb to foot posture. Lift the kneecaps, gaze to the nose, relax your neck. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4 and 5. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, take your hands underneath your feet, Parahastasana. And then we're going to inhale to lengthen again, looking forward. And exhale, fold in. Pull on the feet. Again, working the belly towards the thighs, gazing towards the nose. Lift the tailbone. Deep breathing with sound through the nose for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. After your 5th exhale, inhale, look forward. Exhaling to release your hands. We're going to bring the hands to the waist. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, feet back together, arms to the sides in Samastitihi. Uttita Trikonasana. Inhale, step out with your right foot, face the side of your mat, extend your arms and pivot your feet to the back of your mat. Exhale, reach over the right leg, grab your big toe with your peace fingers, left hand reaches up. This is Uttita Trikonasana. Breathing for 1, push the hips forward. Breathing for 2, bring your head and torso back. Breathing for 3, strong arms, fingers are together. Breathing for 4 and 5. Inhale, come up, pivot, turn your feet to the front of your mat. Exhale, reach over your left leg, grab your big toe, look up. Deep breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4, squeeze those kneecaps up, engage your legs, and 5. Inhale, stand up, pivot, turn, Pavarita Trikonasana, left arm up, and then exhale, fold and twist over your right leg, bringing your left hand to the ground and right hand up next to the foot with that left hand. Breathing for 1, twist the right hip back, left hip forward, 2. Look up, breathing for 3. Breathing for 4 and 5. Inhale, come on up, pivot, turn, bring the right arm by your ear, and then we're going to exhale, twist and fold, bringing that right hand next to the foot on the pinky toe side if you can. Left hand reaches up, look up to the left hand. Breathing for 1, bring your right rib cage across your left thigh. Breathing for 2, strong straight legs. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Inhaling, come all the way up to standing, and exhale, step back to the top of your mat, Samastitihi. Uttita Parsva Konasana. Inhale, take a wide step out to the right. Pivot your feet to the back of your mat. Extend your arms. Exhale, bend your right knee, bringing your right hand on the outside of your foot. Left arm over the ear, gazes up. Breathing for 1, squeeze the left kneecap. Breathing for 2, ground your right heel. Breathing for 3, stretch up your left side. Breathing for 4. And 5. Inhale, rise up, pivot your feet to the front of your mat. Exhale, bend your left knee, bring your left hand down. Take your right arm over your ear, gaze up, breathing for 1, belly inside. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Inhaling, come on up, pivot your feet, turn, bend your right knee, twist. We're going to take our left armpit to the outside of the knee, take your left hand to the floor. Reach your right arm up and then over the ear, and we're going to ground the back foot. This is Pavrita Parsva Konasana. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. 3. Breathing for 4. And 5. Inhale, come on up, pivot, turn. We're going to bend the left knee and twist, taking the right armpit to the outside of the left thigh. Ground the foot, the hand, and the foot. And then go ahead and take your left arm over your ear. Gazes up. Breathing for 1. This is a deep twisting posture. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Inhale, come on up, arms and legs extend, and then we're going to exhale, step back to the top of your mat, Samastitihi. Prasarita Padottanasana is next. Inhale, take a wide step out to the right, hands to the waist, pigeon toe the feet, look up. Exhale, fold forward, and we're going to place our hands onto the floor, right under the shoulders to start. Inhale, look forward, straighten out the spine, lift the tailbone. Exhale, walk your hands through your feet, fingers face the same way as the toes, and bow your head down to the floor. Elbows bend at a 90-degree angle. Breathing for 1, gently look to your nose. Breathing for 2, lift your kneecaps. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bring your hands to your waist. Inhale, come all the way up. And then exhale there. Now we're going to do the second one. There's 4 here. Inhale, extend the arms out. Exhale, bring the hands to the waist. Inhale, shoulders back, look up, squeeze the elbows together, and then exhale, fold forward. Now, as you fold, we're going to imagine we're holding a pencil between the shoulder blades, breathing for 1. So squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the tailbone, 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Inhale, lift the head, come all the way up. When you get to the top, take a micro back bend, look up. Exhale, back to center. Third one, this one's important. Inhale, extend the arms out to the sides. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, we're going to squeeze the palms together, squeeze the shoulders, straight arms, look up. And then we're going to exhale, fold forward. Now you want to keep the palms together to create some resistance in the shoulders so you don't overstretch the shoulders. Breathing for 2, lift the tailbone, squeeze the kneecaps. Breathing for 3, working those hands to the floor. Deep, slow breathing through the nose. 4, 4. Breathing for 5. After your 5th exhale, we're going to inhale, lift the head, and come all the way back up to standing. Take that little back bend, look up, press the knuckles to the floor. And then exhale, we're going to bring the hands to the waist. Last one here. Inhale, lengthen, look up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, fold forward. Grab your big toes with your peace fingers. Inhale, lengthen, look forward, flatten out that spine. And then we're going to exhale, fold in, bend the elbows, work the crown of the head to the floor, breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Inhale, lift the head, look forward. Exhaling, place your hands on your waist. Inhaling, come up to a standing position, and then exhale, step back to the top of your mat, feet together, arms down, Samastitihi. The next pose is going to be Parsvatanasana, so reach behind your back and bring your hands in a reverse prayer position. And then from there, we're going to take a small to medium stance. Inhale, step your right foot back, pivot, turn, face the back of the mat, align the heels. Exhale, fold over the right leg. Legs are straight, left foot's at a 45-degree angle with the right. Work your chin to your shin, breathing for 1. Lift the kneecap, strong legs. Look at your nose. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. And 5. Inhale, come on up. We're going to pivot, turn, face the front of the mat. Exhaling, lengthen and fold out over the left leg, working the chin to the shin. Breathing for 1, strong legs. Feel your feet pressing into the mat. Breathing for 2. 3. 4. And 5. Inhaling, rise up. Exhale. Come back to Samastitihi, feet together, arms to the sides. The next pose is Uttita Hasta Parangustasana. We're going to bring our left hand to our hip or waist. Inhale, grab the right big toe and extend the leg out in front of you. Exhale, bow your chin to your shin. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. 3. 4. And 5. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, open the leg to the right. Look to the left for 2. Belly in, 3. Breathing 4. And 5. Inhale, bring the leg back to center. Exhale, bow your chin to your shin. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, release the foot for 1. 2. Keep lifting. 3. 4. And 5. Exhale, release. Samastitihi. Shift the weight of your body into your right foot. Inhale, catch your left big toe with your peace fingers. Extend the leg and exhale, bow your chin to your shin. Deep breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, open the leg to the left. Look to the right. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, bring the leg back. Exhaling, bow the chin to the shin. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, release the foot for 1, 2. I know I'm counting fast for this pose. 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, Samastitihi. Ardha Baddha Padmottanasana. Take your right foot into half lotus. Take your right arm around your back and catch your foot. Exhale, fold forward. Bring your left hand to the floor. Breathing for 1, 2. Good. Bow your chin to your shin. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, soften that left knee. Then inhale, come up to a standing position, and exhale, Samastitihi. Then we're going to do the opposite side. So go ahead, bring your weight into your right foot. We're We're going to take our left foot into half lotus. So some people who do intermediate series Ashtanga skip this part of the standing sequence. I like to keep it in because I feel like it's an important part of keeping the body balanced. As you take that left foot into half lotus, catch the foot with the left hand from around the back, and then we're going to exhale, fold forward, working the chin to the shin. Deep, slow breathing for 1. Drishti is the nose. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, soften the right knee. Inhale, come up to standing. And exhale, we'll meet in Samastitihi. I'm adding a pose here, a balancing pose. This is another pose that I like to add in because I know back bends are coming. This is called Natarajasana. This is dancer's pose. Some of you may be able to catch your foot without the strap. I need the strap, so I'm making the strap into a loop. You can also use a towel. You don't need to have a yoga strap. And you can see the size of my loop is probably about a foot long. I'm going to take the loop and wrap it around my right foot. Then I'm going to catch the loop, and then I'm going to swing my elbow from underneath and then around. And then I'm going to reach back and catch the loop, and then we're going to try to kick. This is a back bend, opening the shoulders. The more you kick, the more you open the shoulders. Deep breathing, straighten the left leg for 1. Breathing for 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to release the loop, bring the knees together, and then exhale back into a Samastitihi position. Now let's do the opposite side. We're going to catch the left foot with the strap. Again, you can catch your big toe and then wrap your arm and swing it under and around. If you have a really good back bend or you have really open shoulders, you don't need the strap. You can go right for the foot. Remember, this is an advanced class. If you can't do this, you need to practice. Kick, 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 breathing for 1, breathing for 2, 3, 4, and 5. After your 5th breath, we're going to exhale, bring the knees together, and then come to Samastitihi. We're going to take a vinyasa from here. Inhale, bring the hands up, press the palms together, look at the thumbs. Exhale, fold forward, bring your hands to the floor, bow your head to your knees. Inhale, look forward, plant the hands, jump or step back. Exhale, lower, chaturanga. Inhaling to upward facing dog. Exhaling to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, we're going to look forward, bend the knees. Jump or step your feet between your hands. Feet together, knees together. Inhale, Utkatasana. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Belly inside. Breathing for 3. Arms reach high. 4. And 5. Exhale, fold in, straight legs. Inhale, look forward. Jump or step back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale to downward facing. We're going to move into Virabhadrasana. Inhale, step the right foot forward, rise up, warrior 1. Look at the thumbs. Try to get that right thigh parallel with the floor. Breathing for 2, squeeze the left kneecap. Breathing for 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, straighten the right leg, pivot the feet to the back of the mat. Warrior 1, left side, bend the left knee. Breathing for 1, gazes to the thumbs, palms press. 2, breathing for 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, open the arms to warrior 2. Breathing for 1. Notice how my shoulders are directly over my hips. 2, squeeze the left kneecaps. 3, tuck the tailbone. 4, and 5. Inhale, straighten that leg, pivot the feet. Exhale, bend the right knee. Warrior 2, left side. Breathing for 2. Right side. 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, jump or step back. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Now this is where we enter the intermediate series. There are a few added postures. And remember, this is intro. We're not doing full intermediate. So jump or step your feet to the outsides of your hands so that the outer edges of your feet align with the outer edges of your mat. And we're just going to come on down to a squat. Bring your palms together, ground your heels, breathing for 2, breathing for 3, breathing for 4, and 5. We're going to inhale, stand up, bring the feet about hip width apart, and then we're going to exhale, lower back down to a squat. Now we're trying to ground those heels with the feet hip width apart. Reach your arms forward if this is challenging for you for 5, 4, keep breathing, 3, squeeze the pelvic floor, Mula Bandha, 2, and 1. Good. Inhale, come to that forward fold again, lift the hips. Bring the feet together. And now we're going to exhale, lower down. Keep your strap or towel handy. We're going to move into Malasana. Malasana A first is heels together. We're working to ground the heels. Open the knees wide. We're going to bring the palms together, pinkies on the floor, chin towards the floor, right on your mat. Breathing for 5, belly inside, down, 4, 3, 2, breathing for 1. So after 5 breaths there, we're going to do Malasana B. This is where you're going to need your towel or strap. You're going to lay it on top of your lower back. Then bring your arms in between your legs. Then wrap your arms underneath your shins and hold on to that strap. As we squeeze the strap, trying to get our hands close together, chin moves to the floor for 5. Breathing for 4, 3, 2, and 1. So after you hold Malasana B, which is our prep pose for the next pose that's coming, Pashasana, we're going to do our transition from Bakasana to Chaturanga Dandasana. Bakasana is crane pose, so we're going to bring our knees into our armpits. This is an arm balance. And then we're going to lift the feet. Try to get those heels up towards the butt. Squeeze your bandhas. Hold. Good. And then exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, we'll move to up dog. And then exhale to down dog. So the Malasana poses prepared us for this first pose, which is Pashasana. Now Malasana is garland pose. And this is noose pose. We're going to come to a squat with the feet together. We're working to ground our heels. Now we're going to twist our left arm over our right thigh. And we're going to wrap the left arm under the shins. We're going to sweep our right arm behind our back and bind and look up, breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, look down, release the hands, and we're going to go right to the other side. So you're going to take your right arm across your left thigh, working that armpit to the thigh. It takes some time kind of getting into this pose. You got to work on balance. It's a deep twist. So we're going to wrap our right arm underneath our shins. And then we're going to take the left arm behind the back and bind the hands. Twist to look up, breathing for 1, breathing for 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to exhale, look down, plant the hands. And then from here, we're just going to jump back and take a Vinyasa. Chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, inhale, and then back to downward facing dog, exhale. We're going to jump through to a seated position. The next pose is called crouch asana, which is heron pose. The right knee is bent so the toes point backwards. The sits bones are grounded. We're going to catch the right wrist and bind the hands around the bottom of the left foot. Extend the left leg up. Good. Point the left toes, and you're going to work your chin to your shin as you straighten your spine, breathing for 5. Breathing for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then after your 5th breath here, we're going to inhale, drop the head back, look up, exhale, release the foot, tuck that left foot under, and jump back to chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhaling to downward facing dog. And we're going to move into the other side. So you can jump right through with that left knee bent, or you can come through to seated and bend it back. The right leg is extended. Ground your sits bones. Go ahead. This time we're going to hold our left wrist. Bind the hands around the bottom of your right foot. Lift the right leg up. Point the right toes, straighten the leg, and then exhale, bring the chin towards the shin as you gaze towards your toes, breathing for 1, breathing for 2, breathing for 3, shoulders move back and down, 4, and 5. After your 5th breath, we're going to inhale, drop the head back, extend the arms, exhale, release the foot. Tuck that right foot under, jump back, and exhale, lower to chaturanga. Inhaling to upward facing dog, and then exhaling to downward facing dog. Inhale, come down to the knees, and we're going to do a pose called Virasana, hero's pose, A, B, and C. So go ahead and spread your feet, bring your knees down, hips between the feet, hands on the shoulders, chin to the chest, breathing for 1, breathing for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lift the head, place your hands on the bottoms of your feet, come on down to your elbows. Lay all the way down onto your back. Interlace your fingers, flip your palms. Keep your knees together, knees on the ground. And now I'm trying to push my spine to the floor. I still have a pretty big arch, but this is going to stretch your quads. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Deep, slow breathing for 5. After your 5th breath, we're going to release the arms, place the hands back on the feet, and go up the way you came down. One more variation. This is C. Now, we're keeping the sits bones on the ground. We're spreading the knees as wide as the mat. And we're going to walk our hands forward. We're trying to bring the belly, the chin, all the way down to the mat, keeping the sits bones grounded. Breathing here for 5. Keep lengthening, breathing for 4. Keep stretching, breathing for 3. It takes me a few breaths just to get into this pose. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 1. After you hold this pose for 5 breaths, I tend to enjoy this pose, so I might be holding it a little bit longer, as you can see. We're going to inhale, lift the head, and walk the hands back up. From here, we bring the knees together, and then we're going to step back into a plank position. So inhale in your plank, exhale in your chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog, and then exhaling to downward facing dog. And then inhale, come to plank, and exhale, lower to chaturanga. The next pose that I'm going to do is called Bhekasana, frog pose. So go ahead and bring your elbows underneath your shoulders. almost like you're going to do a Sphinx pose. We're going to do one knee at a time. So take your left elbow under, bring your forearm across, bend your right knee, and we're going to bring the heel of the palm onto the toes. Notice how I twist and point my elbow up, and I'm pressing my heel to the floor, breathing for 5. This is just a prep pose. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release. Now you know why we did those knee poses first. Now we're going to do the other side. Bring the forearm across, catch the left foot with the left hand, bring the heel of the palm over the toes, flex the toes, bring the elbow up, push the heel down to the floor next to the hip, and look up, breathing for 5. Breathing for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release. Take a little bit of a break because that was just the prep pose. Now we're going to do both feet at the same time, which is the full expression of the pose. Reach back, grab the insides of the feet. Turn the hands. Ready? Inhale, press down on both feet. Look up, breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. After your 5th breath, release the chest down, release the legs. Bring the hands by the rib cage, right into a vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then inhale, come to plank, and exhale, lower to chaturanga. Now we're going to do shalabhasana. This pose technically comes before Bakasana, but because we did the knee stuff, I wanted to do Bakasana first. Now from here, we're going to do some prep poses. First, we're going to tuck our hands underneath our pelvis. Palms are on the mat, pinkies together. Bring the chin forward onto the mat. Extend the legs. Now we're just going to do one leg at a time. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Keep the hips even. Chin on the mat for 4. Keep lifting. Keep breathing for 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, lower down. Other side. Inhale, left leg up for 5. Breathing for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, lower down, and untuck those hands. Now, Shalabhasana A. Bring the fingernails onto the mat. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the legs, look up, breathing for 5. Heels together, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release. Then we're going to move into Shalabhasana B. Bring the hands right by the rib cage. We're not pressing, it's just a guide. Ready? Inhale, lift up. Chest up, legs up, look up, breathing 5, shoulders back, 4, elbows squeeze in, 3, keep breathing, strong legs, 2, heels together, and 1. Exhale, we're going to lower down. Inhale to upward facing dog, exhaling to downward facing dog. Inhale, we're going to make our way back to a high plank, and exhale, lower all the way to chaturanga and then to the belly. This next pose is called Dhanurasana. Dhanurasana means bow pose or bow pulling pose, as some people may call it. So go ahead and we're going to catch the ankles, wrapping the hands around the outsides. Try to bring your big toes and balls of feet together. Keep your knees hip width. Inhale, lift up, look up, breathing for 5. Breathing for 4. 3, kick those legs into the hands. 2, lift the knees higher, chest higher, and 1. Exhale, lower down. We're just going to take a little break here. Now we're going to do that again. You can take a vinyasa between these poses, but I remember this day it was really hot. I was sweating like crazy. Bring your knees together for the second one. Feet together. Ready? Inhale, lift up. Notice I'm not as high. Knees are together. Then we're going to exhale, roll to the right side, and you're going to look at your left shoulder, breathing for 5. Knees together. 4, hips forward. 3, Parsvadhanurasana. 2, side bow pose. And 1, exhale, come to center. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, roll to the left. Knees together. Look at your right shoulder, breathing for 5. Head back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to exhale, roll back to the belly. One more time, knees together. Inhale, lift up. 1, 2, 3. Keep lifting. 4 and 5. Exhale, lower down, rest. Hands under the shoulders. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Good. That was a tough pose. Okay, we're going to do one more back bend on the belly. So go ahead and grab your yoga strap. You will probably need a strap for this. You could use a towel, but we need it in a loop in order to get to this pose. So come on down to the belly. Bend your knees, and you're going to loop that strap around both feet. And then with the excess of the strap, so I looped it around a little more than a foot, you're going to reach your arms behind your head, hold onto that strap, and then inhale, lift up, walking the hands back towards the feet. This is an extremely challenging pose, especially for me. My shoulders always feel so tight. Lift up, breathing for 4, kick 3, maybe still walking your hands back, breathing for 2, feet are about hip width apart, and 1, exhale and lower, down and release. And you can take the strap off of your feet. Inhale, come to upward facing dog. Then exhale to downward facing dog. Now back bends are the hardest for me. That's why I add more back bends in than are in the regular intermediate series of Ashtanga Yoga. I've added a lot of poses that help me go a little bit deeper, but are also pretty challenging. We're going to move into back bends on the knees. This first one is called Ustrasana camel pose, and there are 2 variations that we're going to do. The first one is with knees hip width apart. Go ahead, bring your hands to your lower back. Squeeze the shoulders. Try to keep the thighs parallel or perpendicular to the floor. Good. Squeeze the shoulders, arch the back, lift the chest, hips forward, move the chest back. Now we're going to bring our hands onto our heels. You want to try to keep your thumbs in towards your index fingers for 5. Good. Breathing for 4. Squeeze those shoulders. 3. Breathing for 2. And 1. Inhale, come forward. And then exhale, just bring your knees together, sit on your heels, and take a moment. Just take a little break. That pose can be intense. Maybe it's not for you, maybe it is. Second variation of Ustrasana is with knees together. So you're going to bring your knees together, and we're going to bring the hands to the lower back. Then reach your arms forward, bring your palms together. The arms are the weight that help you balance. Now as you push your hips forward, we're going to lean back, lift the heart, arch the back. Good. Now swing your right arm back, catch your right heel. Swing your left arm back, catch your left heel. Push the hips forward, arch the back, drop the head back, look to your nose, breathing for 5, 4, squeeze the shoulders, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale, come forward. Exhale, sit on the heels and rest your hands on your knees and rest for a moment. Then let's take a vinyasa. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing. And exhale to downward facing dog. This next back bend on the knees is called Laghu Vajrasana, Thunderbolt pose. Now, I learned it a long time ago, but then I learned it again, and the second time I learned it was much harder. And this is the more challenging variation. Heels together, knees hip width apart. Heels and toes together. You can see from here that my heels are touching. I'm not using the support of my arms. I'm holding the front of my thighs, so this is all coming from back strength. Squeeze the shoulders. Squeeze the shoulders, drop the head back, keep the heels together. Eventually, I'd like to rest the crown of my head in the arches of my feet. You can see the arches have come apart. But keeping the heels together, that's going to help keep your back nice and protected. After 5 breaths here, squeezing the shoulders, my hands go lower and lower. We're going to inhale, come on up, and then exhale, sit on the heels. We're going to do that pose again, but I'm going to use blocks to see how far I can get my head down. So you can see I put the blocks right behind my toes, stacked. And we're going to do it from the side so you can see. And of course, you guys are lucky. You can pause this video and then try it on your own. Hands are going to come to the lower back first. I'm just trying to push my hips forward. Then I'm bringing my hands to the front of my thighs. Squeezing the shoulder blades together, dropping the head back. Hips forward, head back, all back strength. Good. As I lean back, and you guys can do this too, my hands are going closer to my knees. And I'm just trying to go back further and further. Look to the nose. And then from here, I actually go a little further than I expected, and I bump the block with my head. So I'm pretty proud of myself for that. And then inhale, come on up. And then exhale, rest down. And from here, I just need a little break in child's pose. So if you need a little break in child's pose, take it too. This was a very hot day, I remember. And recording this class in one fell swoop took a lot of energy. But I love you guys, so here I am, suffering for you. No, it's not a suffer. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy trying these really challenging postures. They take the life out of me, but it shows you what you're made of. So let's take a vinyasa. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhaling to downward facing dog. This next pose is called Kapotasana. This is your pigeon pose, heels and toes together. Knees a little wider than hip width. Again, I was taught hip width, feet hip width, but then the second time I was taught more thoroughly, I feel like this is a safer way to practice this pose. Keeping the heels together protects the back. This is also a very challenging pose for me. So hips forward, hands on the lower back. Hips forward. And then from here, squeeze the shoulders. I'm going to inhale, lift the arms up over the head and reach back. This first attempt, I'm just holding my arms over the head and then bringing my hands to the floor. Trying to walk the hands in, holding for about 5 breaths, and then inhaling, come on up. And then exhale, sit down on the heels for a little break. So it's kind of like the warm-up. I'm going to do it a second time, but this is probably the most challenging pose for me, Kapotasana. I've been working on it, God, for like 15 years, several days a week. And, you know, not everybody's body is the same, and this one is challenging for me. Some people can catch their heels easily. Some just have a harder time, and we're all different. So we got to breathe, try, and do our best. So hands to the hips. Inhale, lift the chest, heels and toes together. Exhale. Inhale, lift the arms up over the head. Reach back, and then I'm going to bring my hands to the floor. This time I'm going to walk my hands as close to my feet as I possibly can. Walking, and then bringing the elbows down to the mat and eventually catching the feet. Hold for 5 breaths, and then inhale, come on up, and then exhale, I'm going to take a break. That one is so hard. Sometimes it makes me dizzy. It really, really takes me out of my comfort zone. And from there, rest in child's pose for a few moments. Again, pause the video, try it 2 or 3 times. You can also try it against a wall, which is what I do often to help open my shoulders. And as challenging as some of these poses are, they're really rewarding. So let's take a vinyasa. Inhale to plank, exhale to chaturanga, inhale to upward facing dog, and exhaling to downward facing dog. From here, we're going to come right through to a seated position. This pose is called Supta Vidrasana. You're supposed to do it with a partner. Unfortunately, my husband was nowhere to be found. He usually helps me with this pose. So we're going to come into lotus posture, right leg first, left leg over. And then normally he would just sit on my legs as I catch my feet from behind. So go ahead and come into Baddha Padmasana, bound lotus posture. Catch your left foot first, and then your right foot. This is a deep back bend. He would be sitting on my legs, and then I would go and take my head all the way to the floor. But since I'm doing it by myself, I'm just going to sit here and drop my head back for 5 slow, deep breaths, breathing for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Leaning back as far as I can. Then inhale, come forward. Exhale, release the arms. Now, you can uncross the legs here, but if you're in lotus, it's best to just come to the hands and knees and take a vinyasa from here. So we're going to tuck the elbows up underneath the rib cage. Bring the chin almost to the floor. Inhale, lift the legs. Jump back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale to down dog, but I'm going to obviously skip this down dog. Oh no, I'm not going to skip this down dog. Just taking my time. Take your time. Back bends for me are really intense. What is your most intense posture? What is really hard for you? I'd love to hear it in the comments. Okay, Bakasana, we're going to jump into Bakasana. If you remember, we did this at the beginning of the ground poses. Hold for 5, and then exhale to chaturanga. Inhale to up dog, exhale to down dog. If you can't jump into Bakasana, you can always step into it. And then pause the video and try it 2 or 3 times. You don't have to keep up with me. That's the beauty of YouTube. After you do Bakasana, come through to a seated position. This pose is called Vidrasana. It is a sage pose. So bend your right knee back. Take your left foot into a half lotus position. Take your left arm around your back. Catch your toes. And we're going to tuck the right hand underneath the left knee and twist to look back. This is the best part. This is like the little restorative poses after all those back bends, these gentle twists. I really enjoy them. Holding here for 5 slow, deep breaths. After your 5th breath, unwind, and we're going to take a vinyasa. Jump back, exhale chaturanga, inhale to upward facing dog, and then exhaling to your downward facing dog, coming back through to seated, and we're going to do the left side. So bend the left knee so the toes point backwards. Take your right foot into a half lotus position. Wrap your right arm around your back and catch your right foot. Tuck your left hand under your right knee and twist and look back, trying to place that left palm on the floor. Breathing for 5. Breathing for 4. 3. 2. And 1. Exhale, unwind, and take a vinyasa. Cross lift up, jump or step back, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, we're going to come back through to a seated position. Ardha Matsyendrasana, half Lord of the Fishes pose. Tuck your left leg under, bring your right leg across so your right foot's flat. And then we're going to inhale, take that left arm to the outside of the right thigh, Wrap the right arm around your back and catch the inner left thigh. With your left arm, catch the arch of the right foot and twist to look back. Breathing for 5, 4, ground the sits bones, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release, and let's take a vinyasa. Cross, lift up, jump or step back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing. Exhaling to downward facing. Inhale, come through to a seated position. Let's do the other side. And this time we're going to tuck the right leg under, cross the left leg over, and we're going to take that twist. So bring that right arm across the left thigh. Take the left arm around the back, catch the inner right thigh. And with your right arm, reach down and catch the arch of the left foot. Twist to look back, breathing for 5, breathing for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, unwind. And let's take a vinyasa. Cross, lift up, jump or step back, exhaling to chaturanga. Inhaling to up dog, exhaling to downward facing dog. Now, this is where we move into the leg behind the head postures. This first one is called Eka Parashursasana. As you jump through, you're going to try to hook the right thigh over the right arm, and then we're going to lift that right leg up, hook the right leg behind the neck. It's not behind the head. You're trying to get your right foot to touch your left shoulder. It takes some wiggling. It takes some time. Once you get it back there, bring the hands together at heart center. Take a breath. Inhale, and then we're going to exhale, fold forward, work the chin to the left shin, and bind your hands around the bottom of your left foot. Ground your right sits bone, gaze towards your toes for 5, breathing for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now inhale, come on up. You can keep the leg hooked behind your neck and lift up, or do what I did, hook it over the shoulder, lift up, and then jump back. It's a little bit of an arm balance transition. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, and then exhale to downward facing dog. Then from downward facing dog, we're going to try to jump that left leg around the left arm, hooking that leg right over the shoulder as soon as possible. And then we're going to wiggle whatever we have to do. Notice how I bring my left hand to the floor and I use my shoulder to kind of push the leg back. Straightening the leg first just to give it a nice stretch, and then using that left hand to kind of hook the calf behind my neck. Working to get that foot to touch the shoulder. Takes some effort, takes some time. Pause the video, like I said, if you need to. Inhale, bring the hands to heart center. Exhale, fold forward. Catch the foot with both hands, chin to the shin, breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come on up. Keep the leg behind the head or over the shoulder, release. Inhale, right leg up, jump or step back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale to downward facing dog. Now this next pose is called Dvipada. You can jump into it if you want, but I prefer to come into it seated. Dvipada means 2 feet behind the head. Dvipada Shirsasana, 2 feet behind the head. So we're going to start with the right leg over the shoulder. Similar to the last pose. And then we're going to tuck that right leg behind the neck. Once you get the right leg firmly secured behind the neck, then we're going to take the left leg. behind the head. And then we're going to try to jump that left leg, that left ankle beyond the right foot. It takes some effort, and then you kind of got to wiggle. So now you can see I have both legs behind my head. This is a pose that's requested often, as is in the next one. Bring your hands to heart center, because there are some creeps on the internet that love to see this pose. All right, plant the hands. Inhale, lift up with legs behind the head. You're supposed to hold it for 5 breaths, but I just didn't have it in me after this class. Extend the legs to Titibhasana, lift up, and then from here we're going to jump back and lower down to Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, and exhale to downward facing dog. You have no idea how many times I get requests for this pose, and it's not because people want to learn it. It's because there are some perverts on the internet that have nothing better to do than ask people who are very flexible to do this pose. And it's creepy and it's gross, and I haven't done this pose before on my channel, but I'm doing it now because it is part of the sequence and people do need to learn it. So if you're here just to watch me do this pose because you're a creep, well, now you know. I'm calling you out. But here we go. So this is called Yogi Nidrasana, sleeping yogi. We are going to do the same pose that we just did, but I'm doing it on my back. And it's actually a lot easier on the back because laying on your back, the floor helps you straighten out that spine. So for this one, I'm taking my left leg behind my neck first. I'm switching it. And then my right leg's got to go farther than my left. And then reach around underneath and then bind your hands, pressing your head into your feet, breathing for 5, breathing for 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then release the legs. Now from here we would do Chakrasana. You can see I'm trying to attempt it. I've had a little bit of shoulder pain for a while, so I've been skipping Chakrasana in my practice. So I'm going to roll up and take a Vinyasa. If you know how to do that wheel pose, that backward somersault into Chaturanga, you're welcome to take it. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhaling to downward facing dog. And then we're going to move into what we call the 3 Titibhasanas, the firefly poses. Jump your feet around the outsides of your hands. You can jump right into Titibhasana if you want. Titibhasana is that firefly pose. So you're going to lower the hips, straighten the legs, arms straight, squeeze the shoulders, breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to bring the feet to the floor. Titibhasana B, we're going to bring the hands between the feet and tuck the shoulders underneath the knees. Then from here, you're going to wrap your arms around your thighs and bind your hands. Spread the feet a little bit wider, and we're going to take 5 steps forward, starting with the right foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 5 steps back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And then we're going to heel toe the feet together, keeping the shoulders behind the knees. Try to get the heels to touch. This is going to burn your quadriceps. And then interlace the fingers and bow the head between the legs for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I didn't hold that very long. It's challenging. Pause the video if you want to hold it longer. Good. And then we go back into Titibhasana as a transition. Lift up, jump back. And then we're going to take a Vinyasa. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. From here, I'm just going to rest in child's pose. Now, this next pose is called Pinchamayurasana. I was not successful, and I was so tired. I did this pose about 100 times. Check the blooper reel at the end. We come into, that's about the best that I did of all of the asanas, which is peacock feather pose. I took so many times to do this pose. So if you can do it, you can do it against a wall. I didn't want to use a wall here because I didn't want to move the camera around. So come to that forearm balance. Inhale, kick the legs up and try to hold for 5 breaths. Boom, rolling forward. Don't be afraid to fall. Keep practicing it, keep trying it. But I was just spent. I had no energy left. The heat was getting to me, but here we are, trying again and again and again. And I think it's important that you guys see a yoga teacher fail. We see too much on the internet of yoga teachers just doing everything perfectly. And that's not how we get there. We get there through practice and repetition. I've been practicing yoga asanas since 1999, and I'm still working on things. Things are still hard for me. You can see I'm giving myself a pep talk in my head, like, you can do this, Maureen. So make sure that your arms are parallel, your fingers are spread wide, lift your knees up, look forward, walk, walk, walk. Inhale, kick up. And then just try to hold it for 5 breaths. I'm so frustrated with myself in this pose. Just landing on my head. But if you don't try, you never know. And if you don't practice, you're never going to succeed and master the postures. Because the asanas aren't just physical, they're a mind game. So after you try, you're going to take your Vinyasa. And that's the end of what I'm going to demonstrate from the Intermediate Series today. We're going to go to closing postures, starting with Urdhva Dhanurasana, back bending. Like I said, it was so hot that day. I was sweating bullets. I was exhausted after all of this, but I love you guys, so I keep going. And I love Curry. He's always my support system there, watching me, wondering when I'm going to be done so we can go for a walk. All right, bend the knees, bring your heels next to your hips. Place your hands by your shoulders. Ready? On your inhale, we're going to press down and lift up into a full back bend. Good. Ground the heels and toes, feet parallel. Look at your mat, breathing for 5. Breathing for 4. 3, 2, and 1. Drop to the head. Walk the hands in. Inhale, lift up for 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, lower down. Walk it in. One more time. Inhale, lift up. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now exhale, lower down. If you can rock back and forth and inhale to stand up from your third back bend, awesome. Try it. But I decided that I was going to stand up and work on my drop backs from a standing position. And if you want to do it with me, you can also do it against a wall. So, go ahead, take your mat to a wall. So standing at the top of my mat, feet a little bit wider than hip width. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, go back, keeping the legs as straight as possible for as long as possible. And then slowly bend the knees, place the hands down, and then swing back. Inhale, stand up. Oh, no, I didn't do it. I landed on my knees. Good thing Curry was there to encourage me. But that's okay. We're going to try it again. Don't give up. I mean, I'm one of those people that'll try a million times until I just can't do it anymore. All right, feet hip width, maybe wider, hands to the waist. Let's engage those legs. Trying again for our drop backs. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, hips forward. Look back, look back. When you see the floor, place your hands down. Swing back. And then walking my hands in helped, obviously. And then inhale, stand up. Yeah, I'm taking my sweet old time here. Inhale, stand up. Good. That was pretty sloppy, but you can see I'm exhausted. You can do one more. You should do at least 3. I did do a third one and I fell, so I didn't post it. I just cut it out. And I'm just going to come to my knees and rest in child's pose. And then after you do your back bends, 3 from the floor, 3 from dropping back and standing up, you can take a vinyasa. This vinyasa is optional. I like to take the vinyasa just to reset, and then we're going to roll on down to our backs. If you like to do Paschimottanasana after back bends, go ahead, pause the video, and hold that for 10 breaths. I'm moving right into my shoulder stand. So roll on down to the back, bring your hands underneath your hips, bring your legs up, and then inhale, roll up to the shoulder blades. Lift the chin away from the chest. Keep the hips over the shoulders, not over the neck. Breathing for 10 breaths here. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Halasana. Toes to the floor above your head. Notice how my toes are pointed and my hips are not over my neck. Breathing for 5. Interlace the fingers. Extend the arms to the mat. 4. Legs are straight. 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees. Squeeze the ears with the knees. Bring your heels together. Breathing for 5. Hips stay over the shoulders. 4. Support your back if you need it. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, bring the legs up. Exhale, Urdhva Padmasana, upward lotus. Bring your legs into a lotus position. Press your hands into your knees. Balance on your shoulders for 5. Breathing for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, Pindasana. Bring the legs in. Bind the hands. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And after 5 breaths there, bring the arms down. Try not to lift the head as you lower down. Keep the legs in lotus posture. As the legs come down to the mat, press your elbows into the mat. Come up to the crown of your head. Grab your feet. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the head, uncross the legs, bring the palms together, reach for your feet, extend your legs for 5. Uttanapadasana, extended foot posture. 3. Breathing for 2 and 1. Release, and then you can take another Chakrasana, backward somersault into Chaturanga Dandasana, or sit up and take a Vinyasa. Step back. You can tell I'm exhausted. Exhale, Chaturanga on the knees. For me, inhale, up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Then from here, we're going to move into Shirsasana, or Baddha Hasta Shirsasana, bound headstand. Interlace the fingers. Bring your forearms to the mat. Place your head into your hands with the area right behind the hairline on the mat. Curl the toes under. If inhale, lift the knees up. Walk your feet to your face. And inhale, with straight legs, lift up. Good. Point the toes. Breathing for 10. Breathing for 9. 8. 7. Notice how far away my shoulders are away from my ears. 6. I'm pressing through those forearms. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. I'm holding a little bit longer. We're going to exhale, lower down slowly like a feather, and rest in child's pose. If you want to hold that pose a little bit longer, go right ahead. Take a few moments to rest, keeping that forehead on the mat. And then when you're ready, let's take a Vinyasa. Inhale to plank. Exhale to Chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhaling to downward facing dog. And we're going to inhale, come through to a seated position. Bringing the legs into lotus. Take your right leg up. Take your left leg up. And the first closing posture we're going to do here is called Baddha Padmasana, bound lotus. Wrap your left arm behind your back. Take your right arm behind your back and catch your foot, similar to our Supta Vajrasana pose. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, fold forward. We're Supta Vajrasana, we're working towards a back bend here. We're in a forward bend for 10. Breathing for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, bring your thumb and index fingers together. Rest your wrist on your knees, chin to the chest. Yoga Mudrasana for 10. Breathing for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lift the head, bring the hands underneath the hips. Inhale, lift up for 10. Uputihi, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lower down. All right, let's do the closing mantra. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityormam Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you for joining me in this class. Hold on and watch the little blooper reel and have a great day.